What's up guys, today I'm gonna explain the redstone components to you. The redstone components we're gonna talk about are these. And there are some redstone components that are not among these, because I'm not gonna talk about them. I'll explain at the end. So let's get right into it. Alright guys, so let's begin with a simple redstone component, lever. If you click it, it sends out a redstone signal of strength 15. Which can power things like this. It can also power things through walls, like this. Next we have a redstone component that's called redstone dust. And like this, you can click it. And as you can see, now there are lines, and now there aren't. So like this, if it's powered, it sends redstone signals to here, 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 and here. And like this to none. Redstone dust can get powered for 15 blocks at most, as you can see here. If you would extend this line one further, it wouldn't get powered. As you can see here, redstone dust only powers the redstone components it points to. So now it only points to this one. Redstone dust can also go up blocks and under blocks like slabs and transparent blocks like glass, as you can see here. The next redstone component we're going to talk about is a redstone torch. It's this block. You can power it through blocks with a repeater, which I'll talk about later, and that'll turn it off. And it can send redstone signals upwards. So if you unflick this lever, here you can see it powers the lamp. And you can also click the dust and it doesn't power the lamp anymore. This also works with a lamp directly above the torch. You can also use torches like this, stacked on top of each other, to make like a redstone elevator. You can use a setup like this to make a really fast redstone repeater clock. So next we have a repeater, which can add a maximum of 4 redstone ticks and a minimum of 1 redstone tick on the pulse. 1 redstone tick is 1/10 of a second, so this is 4/10 of a second delay. And redstone repeaters can also extend signals like this. They can repower it. Yeah. As you can see here, redstone repeaters can extend a pulse like this, as it goes from 1 signal strength to 15, which now lengthens this line from 15 to 31, including a repeater. As you can see here, this adds a delay of 4 redstone ticks twice, so this is 8/10 of a second. And as you can see here, you can make a clock with 4 repeaters. So you just make a setup like this, then place and break a torch. You can also, if you have a setup like this, you can also block a repeater by giving it a redstone signal on the side. The next redstone component is a comparator. It's kind of complicated, but it can read what's inside of a block, like a chest. If I put like blocks inside of it, it starts giving a redstone signal. and it can also read on what page the lectern is. So if you're on 10, it goes up to here, and if we go back to 1, it only goes up to here. This is the most complicated function of a comparator. It's subtraction mode. This subtracts the signals coming from the sides. Like this is 15, and this is like 11. Huh. Well, I don't think I even know how this works. Alright, so I did some research, and apparently it subtracts the highest signal score from the sides. Like if this was, let's say, 3, and this is 11, and this one is 15, it doesn't work. What? Oh, I'm stupid. You have to light up the middle torch. As you can see now, it's 4 because 15 minus 11 is 4. And if we made this 1, it would be 3. 15 minus 3 is 12, as you can see here. Alright, so here is a random formula I found on the Minecraft wiki. So this is a comparison. Alright, so apparently I had a brain fart here. I don't know what happened. This is the mode that got its name from. Here it compares if the signal strength in the back is higher than the one here, it emits a signal strength. If not, it doesn't. Our next component is a sticky piston, which can push and pull blocks, and apparently it can also push and pull trapdoors like this. There's not really much to that, so I'm moving on to slime blocks and honey blocks. They're like an extension from the sticky piston because other blocks stick to them and they don't stick to each other. Alright, so these are buttons and they actually emit redstone power for. So apparently they actually give out different signal lengths depending on which button you use. So you can see that here. So the wooden button actually gives out a 1.5 second pulse, and the stone one only 1 second. Next up we have a pressure plate. This sends out a redstone signal when a entity steps on top of it. Next up we have these pressure plates. They're weighted, which means they actually count the amount of entities on top of them. So this is a signal strength of 1. This also because there's only one entity, me, on top of it. And the weighted pressure plate, the heavy weighted pressure plate, I think actually takes a little more entities to give a higher signal strength. So now we have a tripwire hook. When you put string between them, it actually gives up a redstone pulse when an entity is in the string. And you can also walk through the tripwire hook without sending the pulse, which is handy if someone wants to trap you with a tripwire hook. So this is a daylight detector. It detects if it's day or night. Right now it detects if it's day, it is, so it gives off a redstone signal. If you click it, it only looks for night. So here it's now day, and if we make it midnight, you can see it goes out. If you make it day again, it goes on. You can use this in a setup like this. If you get an ender pearl, and you throw it in. Right now, when it becomes night, you will teleport here. So let's say you're walking around your Minecraft world and you want to be back at midnight, and you make this thing at your house. So you go exploring, it becomes night, you get teleported back to your base. It's really handy. This is a normal piston. It pushes blocks, but it doesn't pull them. So it pushes, it doesn't pull. You can use it in a setup like this to switch a block from right to left. This is a trap chest. It gives off a signal when you open it. It stops giving off that signal if you close it. This is a what? So apparently I had another brain fart here. This is a scope sensor. It detects sounds, but the sounds get blocked by walls. So right now it doesn't detect anything. But over here, it can hear me walking. So this is a calibrated scope sensor, and this is a competitor with a comparator. Whoa! This is a competitor with a comparator for the most complicated block because it takes a redstone signal and then converts it to power when it hears that specific frequency, like in this book. Oh yeah, thanks to uh, uh, this guy, Mystic Fire 28, for giving me this book. Um, uh, Here it only detects walking, not jumping. And now it doesn't detect walking, but only jumping. And let's see, now it only detects braking, which is very handy. Um, this is really good for traps. This is the dropper. It's like a dispenser with items it can't use, but with all items. Oh, I forgot to put them in. Oh well, I picked them up too. Well, it drops them always, no matter the item. So this is a hopper, and it converts items from the top downwards, like this. And as you can see with this setup, if you do this, it doesn't go through because this hopper is getting redstone pulsed by this redstone repeater. If we remove the power, it will go through the hopper downwards. This is a observer, and it detects if the block in front of this will face, if it is placed, broken, or changes state. You can again, like with the repeaters, with this setup, make a clock. And I'm not using lamps here because this pulse is too fast for them to take in, so it's only on all the time. They can also sense when they get moved, like this. Alright, so we're already at the end. These are all the items we didn't talk about. I'm gonna explain a little about them and why I didn't use them. This is basically a redstone. I don't know. I don't see it as a redstone. Well, I actually forgot to put this in the video, so um, it's like a redstone T flip-flop, but in one block. It's really handy. Why is this in the redstone? Well, you could see it as useful with the scope shrieker and the scope sensor, but I already put it. This is in the redstone. This is too complicated. I do not know how it works. Get it out of my. I do not know how. This is like a chest because it can be read by a comparator, but smaller and with only books. Well, these five, yeah, I don't think the redstone components really. Well, as you can see here, they can be used as a kind of source like redstone does, but only 9 blocks long. Um, Alright guys, so outro here. If you like this video, please subscribe and like and that bell thingy for this is season for subscribing. And I actually forgot to say, I used the texture pack redstone tweaks. If you like redstone, go check it out, it's really handy. It tells you a lot about redstone components that vanilla Minecraft doesn't.